Mister no.
Oh my god.
Find the bastards!
Okay, so what is going on? It's Chill Life coming to you guys with a brand new video for today. Today, I'm gonna tell you guys how to snipe in Call of Duty Vanguard, or not entirely how to snipe. I'm not gonna walk you through the details of how to snipe, but if you're struggling sniping in Vanguard and you have no idea why, this is a video that you should probably watch now. I know I haven't uploaded in a while, and I'm gonna talk to you guys about that in another video because this video is not about that. Anyways, we are going to move to Texas in January, so I'm focusing on my work, my school, and moving. So it's kind of busy, and plus there was no motivation for me to upload recently until Vanguard came out. Now this game is broken, and I'm obviously, again, I'm not gonna give you guys my final opinion on the game because that's another video in and of itself, but I do want to talk to you guys about how to snipe in Call of Duty Vanguard because a lot of people seem to be struggling. Now, I'm not the best sniper in the game, you guys already know that, but I do know some things that you guys might not know. So basically, I do have Atomic, but I didn't hack to get it and I didn't grind to get it yet. I just wanted to see how it looked like, so I did the glitch that everyone else is doing. If you guys want to do that, feel free to check it out on your own. So basically, sniping in Vanguard, it's a challenge considering the fact that everything else is broken in this game. The STG 2 shots, the Type 100 2 shots, everything else kills fast as fuck. So it's never going to be easy. It's a challenge, that's why it's fun, but at the same time, let me tell you guys how to make it easier for you guys, because it's already hard enough as it is. You don't want it to be harder. So two things you don't want to sacrifice whenever you're trying to build your sniper is sprint to fire and aim down sight speed, obviously, but sprint to fire in this game is really slow. That's why you don't want to give that up. Now, this is the class that I'm using. FMJ, I'm using Lengthen. There you go. But I actually use this, so there we go. That's the setup I'm using for the car. The L brake gives me accuracy. This gives me aim down sight speed. This gives me faster aim down sight speed, but the damage makes it weaker, so you get less one shot. So I don't want that. Short stock, frenzy, so it's basically quick fix for Modern Warfare. Fully loaded, so I can get ammo from the start because it doesn't really give you a lot of ammo. Fabric grip or leather grip doesn't really matter. It's the same. Fabric grip just gives me sprint to fire, lengthen, bolt velocity, heavy foregrip, accuracy, or this sprint to fire, and that's it. For my type 99, I do the Shiraishi short. I do the L brake, SMLE pistol grip, or this, it doesn't really matter. I'll do this. The Sakura 20 round drums. 20 rounds, that is crazy. Focus or less flinch. Fully loaded. Actually, I remove focus and put vital, because focus in this game doesn't really do much. Fabric grip, lengthen, the same. Remove stock, or this, doesn't really matter. I use remove stock. It's basically the same. And you can use any scope you want since it doesn't really affect how many attachments you can put. And my type is this 270mm VOZ carbine. I'll break this for aim down sight. Empress mark. I'll use this actually. Either one of these two are fine. Magazine none. Ammo type lengthen. Fabric grip or leather grip. Sleight of hand. And fully loaded. Basically, my build is basically aimed towards number 1 aim down sight, number 2 sprint to fire, number 3 accuracy a little bit. So That's it. That's my build. If you guys want to try it out, you can. Now let's go set up a private match. Now let's set up bots to show you guys how to basically move around the map and shit. The ADS on this game is really slow. The sprint to fire is kind of slow as well. That's why you don't really want to get caught tactical sprinting, because sprinting, if you do tactical sprint, ADS is slow, basically. If you're on like this and you ADS, it's slower than just sprinting, not sprinting and then aiming like that. So to eliminate that, I slide cancel a lot. For slide canceling, it's C, it's slide, and then jump. Slide to slide, slide to start your slide again to stop, and then jump to stand up, basically. You don't have to do it fast, like slide, jump. You don't have to do it fast because you're going to basically fuck up. I slide cancel a lot just so I don't get caught lacking with the sprint to fire. It's not like Modern Warfare where it resets your attack sprint, but I do slide cancel a lot to be able to ADS faster. I don't know, if you guys want to run automatic tactical sprint, that's on you, but you gotta be more on guard with that because you can get caught lacking with sprinting. So if you guys are not used to the movement on this game yet, I do not suggest running tac sprint, automatic tac sprint. I do use automatic tac sprint because I don't really care, but yeah, man, if you want to get used to the game, do not run automatic tac sprint, especially for sniping, because you don't want to get caught off guard. See someone and you're sprinting like that, it's slower than just walking like this and then aiming, right? Unless you slide cancel a lot, like me. Something that I don't do on this game that I did a lot, especially back in Black Ops 4, is jump shotting. I don't jump shot a lot in this game because the accuracy kind of, it feels like it fucks up the accuracy of the gun, and also the ADS is slow enough as it is that jumping doesn't really do much for me, except if I'm head glitching, or except if I'm in the cover, right, like this, and I can't see him and I jump just to gather information. Like I see him right there, like there, I hit markered him, but you get the idea, right? And what you don't want to do is form a habit of drag scoping like that. You don't want to do that. You want to try to center your shot as much as you can. So he's right here. I don't want to do that. If he's right there, I want to center my shot I want to put them on the center of my screen as much as I can before I even aim down sight, right? Like I see someone there, center him. I see someone here, center. I see someone here, center. So you don't want to drag scope a lot because turning like this is faster than turning like this. You get the idea. And plus it's easier to control because it's not as zoomed in, right? Now, centering is the most important part of sniping. Not just when the opponents are there, but where you expect the opponents to come. If you expect the opponent to come there, you don't want to center, you don't want your camera looking down and looking up like that. You want to be ready. So when you're running, just make sure your camera is already there, centered to the entrance right here. Obviously, it's not going to be centered 100% of the time because people will be moving. They're not going to be standing still. But the point is to make it as centered as you can. It's not going to be perfect 100% of the time, but it's better to have it almost perfect than fuck up because of like how slow you are to adjust your shot while aim down sight, right? You don't want to be like, oh, there's someone there, aim down sight, where is he, right? Like that. You don't want to do that. You have to center your shots as much as you can, or you have to put your enemy on the center of your screen as much as you can before you even aim down sight. That's the basic of sniping, centering, right? Especially if you're keyboard and mouse, there's no aim assist to help you stop that drag scope. Here, I'll switch to controller real quick. You don't want to do this and then this, although it is more forgiving because of aim assist, right? But still, you want to center your shots like this. Basically like that. I'm not a controller player, so I'm not really used to this, but you get the idea, right? The key things on sniping on this game is movement, awareness, centering, and obviously map awareness. I said that already. That's why I like running forward intel, because forward intel tells you where people are spawning, right? So you see on the map, if someone spawns, you see that box. It's not showing right now, obviously. Right there, the box right there. Basically gives you more information on how the enemy team is gonna flow, or where gonna come from. Basically, it'll give you more map control. Or it can if you know how to use it. The one thing good to do in this game is, since snipers are pretty underpowered on this game, you gotta assume that everyone's using the two-shot STG just to be ready when someone's actually using it. So when someone's in this corner, right, He might not be using the STG, but instead of aiming like this, you should jump or slide. You shouldn't aim. You shouldn't peek slow. You can't peek like this, or you can't peek like this. If someone's actually there, either you jump or you slide, right? So you break their camera. You don't want to peek slow because you're gonna be easier to hit, especially for automatic weapons. Especially if they're 2-shot kill. I don't know why they're thinking about doing that shit, but or making the STG Type 100 2-shot, but whatever. You know, those are all millisecond like difference, but milliseconds on this game is basically life or death. You want to shave off as much time as you can, if you can help it, right? You don't want to be predictable with your movement. Instead of peeking like this, you can bunny hop like that. That's a good way to peek, like bunny hopping, right? Like jumping and jumping again as you land. Make sure you're always near cover too, because snipers being slow in this game, you need as much help as you can get. So make sure you're near cover a lot of times so you don't get caught lacking, especially how garbage the spawns are in this game. You don't want to be in the open like this the entire time, you know? You don't want to do this because chances are you're gonna die from someone from behind no matter how much you turn. So use your movement to get to cover, to cover, to cover right here. And if there's someone there, you go do this. And you know someone's behind this wall, you can jump like that, right? You don't want to be stationary, but the only thing you want to be stationary at is when you're shooting. You don't want to be strafing while shooting. You don't want to do this. You want to move, stop, shoot, move, stop, shoot, move, slide, stop, shoot. Every time you're shooting, unless you're jump shotting, make sure you're not strafing because that's gonna fuck up with your aim a lot, right? When you're shooting, make sure you're stood still and then move again after. So you want to stop every time you shoot unless you're jumping, right? So you don't mess up your flow, basically. Just make sure you're on top of your game all the time because you don't want to be caught lacking a lot, considering the fact that the room for error on sniping in this game is so minuscule that one small mistake can mean life or death. One small mistake can mean enjoying the game and wanting to return this game to fucking GameStop or whatever. So, with that said, do not get discouraged whenever you're doing bad in this game. I'm struggling on this game too, if I'm completely being honest. I'm just starting to find my shot, rip. I'm just starting to get better at this game, especially considering the fact that I'm just leveling up guns right now. I couldn't really play a lot because of life. But yeah, just keep practicing. This game is really challenging to snipe on, but you will get better as you play. You know, just keep practicing. Make sure when you practice, it's not just, oh, I gotta repeat shit over and over. You have to know what you're doing bad and work on that, right? If you're bad at centering, learn to center your shot. Learn to be alert all the time. Like, oh, if someone's here, like you're centering. If your movement sucks, learn how to move around the map. Go start a private match with no bots and just run around the map, you know? If you suck at slide canceling, go to the private match and find your timing. You have all the tools you can have, or you have all the tools you can need. Go use it. You will get better as time goes on. You have a full year of this game before a new Call of Duty comes out. You have a long ass time to improve. Now, a lot of weapons on this game are overpowered. The shotguns in this game are broken, STG's broken, Type 100's broken, LMGs are broken. Snipers are really weak on this game, but at the same time, sniping is supposed to be a challenge. It's never supposed to be easy, right? So, you just have to overcome that challenge. Obviously, you're not gonna do as well in the beginning as Sprat, you know, as Testy, as Pamaj, as Devi, as people like that. But it's all about playing more. Don't compare yourself to other people because that's obviously there's gonna be people out there that's been doing sniping for years, and you're gonna compare yourself to them. You're just gonna get discouraged because of how much better they are from you. Do not do that. Don't do that to yourself. Just focus on yourself. Focus on what you're doing wrong, and focus on how you can get it to be better. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me if you guys have a question on how to snipe on Vanguard. I will try my best to leave it in the comments down below and reply. Obviously, I might have forgotten a lot of shit here, but if you guys have more questions about things that I forgot to mention, feel free to leave it in the comments down below, right? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna try my best to upload more Call of Duty Vanguard in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Peace out. Have a blessed day, everyone. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.